Here's some news that's wholly terrifying. Amazon, the largest retailer in the entire world with an annual sales of about $174 billion, has decided to enter the defense contractor game by promising one of the companies competing for, but they are the front runner of, an AI program for the US military that would collect data and select targets to kill. That's right. That's where Amazon is going right now, and it seems like they're going to be the ones that actually gets this contract. They're going to form a program called Jedi, a weapon of unprecedented surveillance and killing power, profoundly aggressive weapon that frankly, myself, the truth out where this story comes from, should not exist, and it is a wholly frightening idea. Now, Amazon built a vast global distributed data storage capacity with a sophisticated artificial intelligence program to aid in its retail sales. But they're trying to win a $10 billion Pentagon contract to create a brain that takes the same kind of functioning and turn it into something that's just going to kill people en masse for the U.S. military. In other words, for U.S. imperialism. It's going to be called the Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure, or the very Star Wars-like Jedi. Let's try to ignore the irony of that, right off the bat. The Jedi program for the Pentagon officials certified the need for efficiency in sharing data among its military branches with the goal of increasing the quote-unquote lethality of the U.S. war machine. That's right, those in charge of the Pentagon and U.S. imperialism have decided that the U.S. war machine is not lethal enough. So all the innocent people that are bombed every year is not enough. The countries that are interfered in are not enough. The black sites that exist around the world with the greatest insult to human rights is not enough. The U.S. imperialist war machine, the single greatest inhumanity that has ever existed in all of human history, yes, even more than King Leopold's genocide of Africans, even more than the Holocaust. That is just simply not lethal enough, according to the U.S. ruling class. Now, the Jedi is not only supposed to improve information sharing, but to drastically increase the U.S. military's ability to collect large amounts of information and surveillance on information from many sources and individuals and groups, governmental and non-governmental, around the world. This will be part of a process of using artificial intelligence and algorithms to identify probable targets for killing. Now, do you remember the AI video that I did a little while back where I discussed the frightening prospect of the AI race that will become, the AI will become so powerful given enough time that it will be able to identify protests and protesters before the protests even take place? They're doing that right now. Like, this isn't something that I was worried about that was going to happen. It's literally happening right now. They're in the process of building that very program, the one that I was raising the alarm bells about. Like, in a manner of speaking, it's almost too late. It's almost here. Whoever gets this $10 billion contract is going to be the one that develops the technology, and it looks like it's going to be Amazon. As if Jim Bezos wasn't enough of a terrible human being, he has found a way to make himself even worse. If there could ever be a symbol for the alliance between capitalism and government, this is it. If there could ever be any better of a symbol that the government serves the capitalist class, this is it. Anyone who says anything about the system now, they've got an algorithm that's going to tell them who's going to say it before they say it. Oh, and they're going to kill you. They're going to use an automated drone to kill you. I mean, I can't exaggerate this enough. And can we even trust the quote-unquote rational behavior of a drone? It was redacted tonight. Lee Camp, who did a report a couple of weeks ago about an AI program that was built to be able to land airplanes. Now, the AI in charge of landing the plane discovered that it could get a perfect score for landing by intentionally crashing the plane in a particular way. Great. Yeah, that's just great. That's how AI thinks. It's amazing how this artificial intelligence kind of works a lot like capitalism. The end goal is profits no matter what. The end goal is a perfect score no matter what, even if that means killing everybody on board. And this is the kind of thing that we're going to trust to decide who the government should kill for disagreeing with it. Think about this, and think about how absolutely frightening this is. If there was ever a time First World is needed to step up and literally stop something the government was doing, now's the time. Because this isn't just something that they're going to use to kill third world people that they don't really care about. This is going to be used to kill you. This is going to be used to stop you from criticizing anything. All right? That's how serious this is. And this is possibly one of the greatest threats to humanity that we've ever created ourselves, aside from the prospect of nuclear annihilation. But in terms of a direct threat to yourself, this is it. And this is something that the first world masses are really going to have to do something about. I mean, regardless of whether you're conservative, liberal, Marxist, alt-right, and prim, or whatever other meme ideology that you happen to be, you're going to have to do something about this. This is going to have to be stopped, and it's going to take a lot of firepower. And I don't mean literally guns and violence in the street, but I mean like political firepower in order to be able to stop this. Not that I'm necessarily opposed to actual firepower being used. I'm just saying it's not legal and you shouldn't do that. But in either case, this is something that, I mean, really, even the Democratic Party's got to say something. They're complete shills for the U.S. empire, but even they've got to be able to say something about this, because this is one of the greatest threats to the American people. I mean, this is like beyond Orwell's BS. This ridiculous idea of illiterate farm animals and whatever, all the other kind of garbage that he ever wrote, a totalitarian surveillance state. I mean, this is beyond that. I mean, this is beyond what even the worst dystopian writers have come up with, and it's something that once and for all somebody has to, that we have to do something about.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.